Oh, and I met Shoto at my birthday and I didn't know. I was like, "Oh, like I don't really know who this person is, but that's okay." And they were like, "Tina," and I was like, this must be one of those moments where I just completely forgot who this was, and I was like, that's really awkward for me, but I'm going to go in for the hug anyways. And it was like Tina, and I was like, "Oh, hey!" Goes in for the hug, and as we're mid-hug, like, kind of like by my shoulder, he's like, "It's Shoto, by the way." And I was like, "No, no, no, no." I was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Hello? It's nice to meet you. Why would you say it so late?" I thought I was being like, I don't know, it was like the forgetful one, you know what I mean? I don't know. I was just like, "Oh no, what have I done?" Yeah. He's so nice and he's amazing. He did that to me. Like, yeah, I was like, "Dude, why would you do this?" Cause like I feel like I'm often in situations where I'm like, "Oh, like I'm kind of messing up a little bit."
So yesterday, I met Shoto, which was awesome and epic, but he trolled me so hard. I got Omega. Oh god, that's me. I keep scaring myself. And you know what the first thing he said to me was? He didn't say, "Hi, I'm Shoto." No, there was none of that. Absolutely nothing. He says, "Hi, we've met before." And you don't understand, like, my social anxiety, like, I get so much social anxiety, especially with strangers. Like, I don't know what to do with people I haven't met. But he said we met. And I could not recall who this was. You don't understand. I was panicking so hard. Like, I was that standing emote. And I was freaking out. And I was like, "Oh my god, like, am I an awful person? Like, I don't understand. Like, I can't remember at all. Like, what do you mean we've met? But I didn't want to say, like, I don't think we've met, because he said we've met. And if I say we don't met, like, isn't that rude?" So I just stood there, just looking everywhere, looking for a shred of, like, help. And I started panicking. You know, oh my god, I was panicking so hard. It was awful. The absolute nerve of this dude. So yeah, that happened. That was wild. It was messed up. I didn't know he was capable of trolling like that. Not trolling someone that has the biggest social anxiety ever. Did you not recognize his voice? No! I didn't get a chance to think about, like, the sound of his voice because I was freaking out. That's like the last thing on my mind. I'm not thinking, who does he sound like? I'm thinking, where have I met him?
Oh, I did get to meet some friends. I met, what's it called? I met Shoto, but we didn't get to hang out too much because we all had things to do. I met him, like, he was there. And let me tell you, he has really nice skin. I don't know how he does it. I don't want to say too much. I know, like, people don't really, he doesn't show his face. He has really nice skin. I don't know if he does skincare or something. I was going to ask him about it. But he's super, well, I guess people already saw he works out a lot too, but he's super buff. He's got nice skin. Like, Jesus, guy's kind of cool looking. And also, oh right, he let me borrow his necklace. I kind of made like a little meme about it, but super nice guy too. I wish we got to hang out a little more, but he's Filipino. No, he was just there for the convention. Right? I think. Anyway, borrow, something like that. He has skin confirmed. He definitely has skin. He has nice skin. I don't know how he does it. I swear, this guy has never had an acne scar in his life. I don't know how that's possible. Like, you guys know, like in like when you're like sort of younger, you get like a pimple like here, and then something goes wrong, and then there's like a little bump there. Not super noticeable, but like you definitely get some. Guy literally has 0. I don't know what he did. Must be his genetics or something. I have no clue. But yeah, whatever he's doing is crazy.
How did it go meeting Shoto? Oh yeah, Shoto came over. I finally met this bitch in person. And by this bish, he's a bish. Now, why am I calling him a bish? Well, let me tell you, because the last time we were supposed to meet, he was at the same dinner as me, but I didn't know what he looked like. And so I just like didn't, you know? And he had some audacity to not introduce himself. So we're at the same dinner for the whole dinner. In the Philippines. We're at the same dinner for the whole dinner. And then I messaged it because I had like a suspicion. So I messaged him and was like, was that you at dinner? And you didn't introduce yourself to me? And he was like, yeah. I'll meet you. We'll meet again in the future. I actually didn't think it was gonna happen this soon. I didn't think it was gonna happen this suddenly. But yeah, no, he came over for Tina's surprise party, and mans is jacked. This dude, literally jacked. Everything you've heard about him, true. No, I think at the dinner he was probably overwhelmed and nervous because it was a big dinner of people that went to the Philippines for a conquest. It was like a bunch of creators, so there was like 30, 40 people. So I think he was probably really nervous to like come up. Also, like I brought my family with me, so you know he probably was doubly nervous. So I didn't blame him too much. You know. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Mr. Shoto. Got to meet him in person. It was awesome. It's crazy hanging out with someone that you hang out with online in person for the first time, but he's just the same person. Just the same person.
Did you meet Sho? How was it like without revealing too much about him? Shoto is amazing. I've met him multiple times now, 2 times, and he's great. Yes, I have met him. I absolutely have. Except the first time I met him, I didn't know it was him, so I was so awkward. Like I was awkward, so I feel a bit bad. I was just like, oh my god, are you Shoto? And then he's like, yeah, and I was just like, oh my god, hi. No, and then he's like, hey, and I was like, I just didn't know. So it was just like a very like I didn't know what to say. And I was just like, oh my god, you're real. What was I supposed to say? And then he like left, and I was like, oh god, he hates me. He thinks I'm weird. Oh god, he thinks I'm weird. Me and Miyoung both. I think we both separately were like, oh, because I didn't know what to say. But then I got to talk to him again later. Yes, well, anytime I meet like a VTuber turned a real life person, I'm always like, whoa, you're real. Same thing. I met Bao as well, and I also was like, I was also awkward. Like I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? It's like I've interacted with them online and everything, and then I'm just like so awkward in person. I hate it. It's fine. Syke says Shoto is hot. I feel like it's weird if I say Shoto is hot. You know, he's a good looking dude. I'm not gonna be like, I can't say those things. People be weird about it. He's a good looking guy. Shoto is good looking. Very good looking. Yes, he's a good looking dude. But like, I don't be like, yeah, Shoto's freaking hot. Like,